Hello, I'm John Anderson Guluma. I'm studying for a bachelor in English at UNAT. So I'm going to work in this video about task 5 video presentation for the course Didactics of Social Science. So I'm going to introduce the lesson planning. So it's going to be about the Battle of Boyacá in Colombia. So the basic learning, right, is to understand the significance of the Battle of Boyacá, analyze the causes and consequences of the Battle of Boyacá, and communicate about the Battle of Boyacá in English. I have to say that this class is going to take place for students of 11th grade. They are about uh, 17 to 16 years old, most of them. So, the aim of this class is to help students understand the historical significance, causes, and consequences of the Battle of Boyacá. And we are also willing to help them to communicate about the Battle of Boyacá in English. That's the main purpose of this class, for them to develop their English skills. So the resources we're going to be using are this a PowerPoint file I prepared for the class. So it has introduction, a background, it tells us about the battle, and it also gives us a picture about it. So it has the impact that the Battle of Boyacá is causing nowadays. It has the legacy, what the Battle of Boyacá taught us in the past. And we're also giving some conclusions. We'll also be using this website, the Wikipedia website about the Battle of Boyacá. So in this website we'll find useful information about it. So if the students have doubts, we can go here and take a look. So I have to say that I also use this website, the Wikipedia's one, to create the class itself. So my objective with these students for their listening skills is that at the end of the class they will listen to the PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to do during the class, and the students are going to discuss about the Battle of Boyacá that's going to be taking place in our practice part. And the students will read articles about the Battle of Boyacá, not only in the PowerPoint presentation I created, but on their own essays where they are going to create. So the writing skills, for them to do so, they will be able to write a short essay about the Battle of Boyacá once we finish the class. Okay, so we're also using some whiteboard or markers or pens. It depends in the classroom where we're developing the class. So we have the ability to have a blackboard or something, we'll be able to use marker. If not, we'll be able to use a computer, a projector, or something like that. So, okay, so in the presentation stage, um, um, we want the students to identify the topic of the lesson, state the historical significance of the Battle of Boyacá, listen to the PowerPoint presentation, and don't get loose on it. Answer questions about the presentation in English. Restate the main points of the presentation. Explain historical significance of the Battle of Boyacá. And okay, so I'm going to introduce the topic of the lesson by giving a brief overview of the Battle of Boyacá. And I also show the PowerPoint presentation. So, as mentioned before, this is going to cover the historical significance, causes, and consequences of the battle. I'm going to ask questions to check if they are following me, to check if they are understanding. We're supposed to spend over 40 minutes on this presentation stage, and I'm just going to assess the students by observing, by taking a look, by finding out if they are understanding or not. I'm going to do that by checking their behavior during the class. So for the practice stage, we're looking forward for them to discussing the Battle of Boyacá in English. I'm also asking them some questions, so I need them to answer the questions about the battle in English as well. Summarize the main point of views of the discussion, explain the historical significance of the Battle of Boyacá in their own words, and to do so, to help them achieve these goals, I'm going to make them work in pairs to discuss the Battle of Boyacá. They will be asked to answer some questions about the battle in English, as mentioned before. The teacher is going to circulate around the class to listen to their students' discussions, or if we are going to do it online, I'm going to put the students in some groups, in breakout rooms. So I'm going to be joining to the different breakout rooms, and I'll listen and I'll find out what they're doing. We're also supposed to spend over 40 minutes or on this practical stage, and we are going to grade the students the same way by observing and checking on their behavior. And the production stage, we're looking for the students to writing a short essay about the Battle of Boyacá, include information about the historical causes and consequences of the battle. We're also looking forward for them to share their essays with the classmates, and they will also be able to answer questions about their essays in English. So they are going to write down an essay, and then we can read it and we can ask questions about the specific essay the student wrote. So this, well, they are going to write a short essay, as I mentioned before. They will be asked to include information about the historical causes, and we're going to provide feedback on the students' essays. We're also supposed to spend over 40 minutes on this activity, and the teacher, for us to grade this activity, we're giving them some feedback. We're going to take a look to the essay. We're finding out if it has grammatical issues, and based on their issues they have and the coherence of their essays, we're going to grade them. Okay. Okay, for homework, for those students who are ready for a challenge, the teacher can ask them, or I'm going to ask them to do more research on the Battle of Boyacá, so they can create a presentation or website about the battle. And for those students who have, for those who need more support, the teacher is going to be able to provide them with additional resources. So for instance, if a student is not following us very well as was supposed to, we're going to provide them with like internet articles. We're also supporting ourselves on this website, on the Wikipedia website about the Battle of Boyacá, and we'll hope it works. So, well, this is pretty much the 2 hours long class we have prepared to help the students understand more about the Battle of Boyacá, and develop their English skills. So thank you so much for listening to me. This was Jhon Anderson Guluma, and